Hey everybody, how's it going? Let's take a look at the current event that is a limited series featuring this Chevy Corvette C6R GT2, which is not a new car. This is a car actually that was featured in Real Racing 2, and they've added to the Real Racing 3 for the 10th year anniversary of the Real Racing 2 a couple of years ago. So it's a car that's been in the game prior to this limited series. So what that means is, in this instance, when you win a trophy from the limited series, the first trophy, it will trigger a 24 hours of instant service and instant upgrade offer. So that is kind of handy if you want to get through a series quickly, right? That is within first day. So, all right. So let's have a look, see what's available from this series. Of course, it's a 7-day event. So once you start the event, you have 7 days to complete it. As I said, first 24 hours you're given, well, actually, I shouldn't say first 24 hours. First 24 hours after you complete a first trophy, right? Doesn't matter what color. If you win a trophy, it'll trigger 24 hours of instant service and upgrade. All right, so for 100% completing this series, which requires PR 74.1, by the way, and it'll cost you 326 gold and some 1.4 million racing dollars total. Let me get that out there first. You get to win the car if you don't own it already, which is worth 425 gold, 340 gold if you take advantage of showcase discount, but none of that matters if you win the car here, which is less than both numbers, right? 326 gold is less than either 340 or 425. So there, this is a better chance to win the car. And of course, your upgrades, you will have enough upgrades to, get some 75% of the limited, the bonus series the cars featured in. Real Racing Redux, which you can find in Master section of the Road Collection. Anyway, so that's that. So, oh yeah, and then you also win 5,250 victory points. So depending on where you are in the current round, that I'm pretty sure 5,000 victory points gotta get you some extra gold rewards, right? That's my guess. No matter where you are. And then, of course, 35 additional gold and 250,000 racing dollars as rewards in this series. And as I said, the bonus series the cars featured in, I already have a sort of a series overview video and a playthrough. I'm not completed with the series, the bonus series, but at least part that I finished is, on my channel. So I'll have the link to that playlist in the description box below, so you guys can check it out. Where that series you can win 74 gold total, and it does have a higher PR requirement to win 100% complete that series, and also you have to own 2 other cars that's featured in the game, but this one is the only one that can meet the PR requirement in that series. So with the PR from this event, 74.1, you should be able to get 75% complete in that series, which means you're gonna win some like about 40 some gold from there. And this car does have a exclusive series where it pays out 75 gold, but that one, of course, you need to fully upgrade this car to have access to that, which will cost you some 496 gold. So that's 170 gold more than what you would have to spend to win the car in this limited series. And I have posted the video for that exclusive series on another video, so fairly recently. So if you're interested, I'll have the link to that also in the description box below, so do check that out. All right, so with that being said, let's check out the series itself. 7 days. Chevrolet Corvette C6.R GT2 Limited Series. Earn a Corvette C6R by 100% completing this series. Take a spin in this Real Racing 2 icon and Le Mans legend. Right. All right, so here is the breakdown of rewards, completion rewards, broken down into 25% completion increment. So the first 25% completion gets you 750 victory points, 5 gold, and 25,000 racing dollars. And that means you have to win 12 gold trophies. And that means you need to get up to PR 62.9. And then the next completion tier is the 50% completion, where you get to win additional 1,000 victory points, 5 gold, and 50,000 racing dollars. And in order to do that, you need to complete 23, win 23 gold trophies. So that means completing tier 7 and win 2 events in tier 8. So minimum PR requirement 66.1 is what's required. And then 75% completion, you'll get additional 1,500 victory points, 10 gold, and 75,000 racing dollars. And the PR requirement to achieve that, the 34 gold trophies, is going to be 70. You'll get that in tier 12. You have to get through tier 11, which is what PR 70 is required for. And then you just need to win a gold trophy in tier 12 for that. So if you won this car from last original limited time series back in 2020, then you should be able to get through 75% completion. You're not quite going to be able to do 100% completion. You need to spend a few more gold if you want to go all the way from the, last limited time series PR. Anyway, for 100% completing, you get to collect the remainder of rewards, the car itself, as I said, which is worth some 425 gold and 2,000 victory points, 15 gold, and 100,000 racing dollars. All right, and the PR requirement for that is 74.1. Right. So, here, let's use gold and unlock the series all together. In my instance, I have some events that I have yet to finish. So my victory point isn't as high as some of you guys might be. But anyway, all right, so let's first of all confirm the PR requirement, 74.1 to get through that final tier, tier 15, 5-lapper cup at Berlin circuit. And meeting that PR requirement, as I said, it'll cost you some 326 gold. And in order to do that, this car has a slightly different upgrade scheme because, as I said, it's ported over from Real Racing 2. So we don't have 7 categories of upgrades. This one, we just have 4 categories with 7 stages each, right? So in order to meet the PR requirement, you will have to max out the body and brakes, the 2 middle categories, and the 2 drivetrain and suspension, the 2 expensive categories. You need to get up to stage 5. So 5 upgrades on drivetrain, 7 on body, 7 on brakes, 5 on suspension, and that's going to cost you some 326 gold and 1.4 million racing dollars plus change, right? And if you want to go ahead and complete the 100% complete the bonus series, Real Racing Redux cars featured in, then here you will have to max out suspension. You don't need to max out drivetrain, but you need to max out suspension, which is going to cost you additional 80 gold, right? And then for exclusive series, obviously you need to max out every category, fully upgrade, right? So then that would mean you need to spend another 90 gold from the bonus series, because you have to get spend another 90 to max out drivetrain. So crunching numbers here, to get through this limited series, it's going to cost you 326 gold. And if you want to get through the limited, the bonus series, Real Racing Redux, it's going to cost you 406 gold, which is 80 more than limited series. And then if you want to get through the exclusive series, you need to spend 496 gold total, or 170 gold more than limited series, or 90 more than the bonus series. So yeah, those are some numbers associated with the upgrading this car. So now that's out of the way, let's just run through the series itself real quick and we'll be done. All right, so tier 1, we got head-to-head at Suzuka East, should be a single lap. And then we got Hunter at Mount Panorama, so that's a full lap. Tier 1 Cup takes place at Nürburgring Grand Prix Circuit, just a single lapper, so it shouldn't be too long. Tier 2, we got Speed Snap at Monza Road Course, a drag race at Porsche Test Track Long On-Road Circuit, of course, and the Cup at Dubai Grand Prix, and this one's a double lapper with a PR requirement of 60.1. By the way, because there are only 4 categories, tier 2 upgrades is gold, so you only get 4 upgrades with racing dollars only, so that's not gonna get you very far. It brings your PR only up to 59.9, which is not enough to even get through tier 2. Yeah, I know. Anyway, tier 3, we got Autocross at the Le Mans 24-hour circuit, elimination at Red Bull Ring Grand Prix circuit, and the Cup at Silverstone Bridge Grand Prix, 3-lapper with a PR requirement of 61.7. All right, head on over to tier 4, your 25% completion tier. We got speed record at Daytona Motorcycle Course, followed by head-to-head at Suzuka Grand Prix, single lapper of course, and the Cup for tier 4 takes place at Catalunya Grand Prix. It's going to be a 3-lap cup with a PR requirement of 62.9. So there's your number for 25% completion reward. All right, tier 5, we got endurance at Laguna Seca, followed by speed snap at Berlin Circuit, Formula E Circuit, and then tier 5 cup takes place at Monza Road Course, 3-lapper, another one, with a PR requirement of 64.1. So yeah, these are not short cup events, are they? Moving on, tier 6, we got Hunter as Circuit of the Americas National Circuit, followed by elimination at the Brickyard Road Course, and then Cup at, speaking of not short circuit, this one's gonna be tier 6 Cup is at the 24-hour circuit, 2 laps with a PR requirement of 65.1. All right, and that takes us to tier 7, where we got Autocross at Melbourne, drag race at Suzuka East, and a Cup at Daytona Road Course, 3 laps with a PR requirement of 66.1. All right, so that was the 50% completion PR requirement. Heading on over to tier 8, you need 2 gold trophies here to claim that 50% completion, which you can get through winning speed snap at Hockenheim National and head-to-head at Monza Road Course, just a single lapper. But if you want to get through, you're going to need to complete this cup at Laguna Seca, which requires PR 67.1. It's going to take 4 laps. All right, tier 9, we got elimination at Circuit of the Americas Grand Prix Circuit, endurance at Mount Panorama, and the cup at Spa, 4 laps. PR 68.1 required. So these cups not short. All right, that takes us to tier 10. We got Autocross at 24-hour circuit, Hunter at Catalunya Grand Prix, and then Cup at Porsche Test Track Long On-Road Circuit, 4 laps, the PR requirement of 69. Tier 11, we got speed record at Daytona Road Course, drag race at the Brickyard Road Course, and the Cup at Suzuka Grand Prix, 4 laps, PR 70 required. So some decent length race in this limited series. Moving on to tier 12, we got speed snap at Circuit of the Americas Grand Prix Circuit, elimination at Dubai International, and the tier 12 Cup is at Red Bull Ring Grand Prix, 5 laps, PR 70.9 required. I feel like that's actually shorter than previous tiers. Anyway, so yeah, tier 11, remember, was PR 70 to get through that Suzuka Grand Prix Cup. So that's, of course, your 75% completion PR requirement, since you only need a single gold trophy in tier 12. And that takes us to the final bit, starting with a tier 13. We got head-to-head at 24-hour circuit night race, single lapper. All right, so we got a total of 3 laps at Le Mans 24-hour circuit in this event. All right, then we got Autocross at Silverstone International Circuit, and the Cup is gonna be at Melbourne, 7-lapper with a PR 71.9 required. Tier 14, we got Hunter at Hockenheim Grand Prix, full lap there, and then Endurance at Suzuka West, and the Cup at Mount Panorama, 5 laps, so that's a decent length. PR 73 required, and then the final tier, tier 15, we had Elimination at Laguna Seca, Speed Snap at Daytona Motorcycle Course, and the final Cup, we checked this out earlier at Berlin, Formula E circuit, just 5 laps. So the last tier is actually shorter. PR 74.1, of course, required, which you can get with spending some 326 gold. You get 35 of it back from this series, so that brings it, under 300 gold. And then you can, with that PR, you can win another 40 some gold from the bonus series. So that brings down closer to like 250 gold as a net cost. So something to consider if you're interested in winning this car. So anyway, I have all the playthrough, well, not all the playthrough, at least some playthrough of the series this car's featured in. If not playthrough, then at least overview series for this car in my channel. So I'll have the link to all those playlists in the description box below. So if interested, feel free to check them out. But for now, that'll do it for this video. So thanks for watching, and we'll catch you guys in the next video. All right, take care.